Send
I
me
was just going to
assignments.
say, I want to get
Why don't you pull that email up so we can reiterate what's going on?
Okay, so...
Let's get you online.
Oh, that would help.
Yeah. Where's your Wi-Fi icon? Right there. South Bay Tech Gurus. Other networks. There we go. South Bay Tech Gurus is going to be probably farther down. Starts with an S. There it is. No, that's Mommy and Me. Where is it? There are so many.
Oh, I think I just saw it up here.
It's all right. Let's see. South Bay Tech Gurus. There it is. A lot of S's. No problem. WINNER112. There we go. That should get us online.
This is like one of those things I don't even know the questions to ask.
That's
so
all right.
bear
Well,
with
that's
me.
why it's kind of my job to interview you and figure out what's going on.
All right.
So there we go. Okay, so actually what we can do is, I was thinking maybe we can just print that. And just go right through it. Tracy. Okay. Questions on things to resolve.
Sit down, bud. Sit down. Sit down.
I would like to have someone just look at my computer and see and be sure that I don't have, what's this word you said? Incender? Was that a typo?
Ensandre.
What is that?
Ensandre, I think. Like various unnecessary items.
Oh, all right. So just check to see if you have any stuff you don't need. Got it.
Exactly, to clear it out.
All right.
Because I've done stupid things like downloaded stuff and then
Yeah.
it didn't work and then I
Right.
it just
Yeah.
think that there's stuff on there that I actually don't need.
All right. Yeah, it's easy to accrue a bunch of stuff you don't need.
Yeah.
Cool thing is, it looks like your machine is fully updated. This is what, a 3 or 4 year old MacBook?
Yeah. Well, did I say updated?
Well, it looks like it has Monterey, which is the latest software.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that I wasn't concerned about.
Okay, does this thing run slow at all?
No, not
Okay.
really.
What I did note, well, let's see, wait for the, okay, so your drive is like 95% full. That's a problem.
Oh, okay.
Because eventually, when you add more,
Yeah.
what
It's
happens?
going to slow down.
That's why I was asking if it was already sort of slow. What needs to happen is you need to be able to have enough space for function.
Yeah.
When you run out of, there's two types of RAM, two types of memory. You have RAM, which is everything you see on the screen. That gets erased when you turn the computer off or let it go to sleep. Your long-term storage, which is your hard drive, which is what we're looking at, is full. What happens is that when you open up a million windows, that RAM gets full, which means it needs hard drive space available, and you hardly have any. Which means if you add more to your desktop, it's quite possible you could try to turn on the machine and it just won't boot, and you'll blame the hardware.
Okay.
And technically it's a hardware problem because your drive is full, but you're going to think that the hardware is broken.
Right.
So you need to have a game plan as to how to handle this data. It looks like you get a lot of programs, like you said, you're not sure about the amount of programs you have installed. That is a huge percentage of what's on the machine. You also have a large collection of photos, and then this is arbitrary stuff. So before we even go through your list of questions, we could go to the Manage button, and then here we have a more itemized list. So you have 50 gigs worth of applications we can go through. Like you said, you probably have a bunch of stuff on here. What year is this machine? I just want to see. Do we have our, we're in the settings, that's why. Okay. Okay, 50 gigs of settings, applications, 15 gigs worth of documents. iCloud Drive is only 5 gigs. iOS, okay, so you've probably backed up your phone to this thing?
Yes.
So you don't back up to the iCloud?
Well, that's the thing. I think I do, so I think I'm backing it up everywhere.
Well, the phone only does one or the other.
Okay. I thought it was to the iCloud. And part of the problem is there's some texts on here that I need that are not showing up on my phone here. Like my messages
Your
here.
iMessages was enabled after the fact, right? Because you got about
Yes.
19 gigs worth of iMessages. That's what I see right here. So that's a big percentage. So your drive to begin with has basically the best analogy I could come up with is it has a small gas tank. So you just don't have a lot of stuff given the fact that you have 60 gigs worth of photos. That's why I wanted to see what year this is. Because I want to see if it makes sense. Right now, I tell people it makes sense to stick with a piece of hardware so long as it runs the latest OS, which is currently the case. You are running Monterey, which is the latest system. But what I'm worried about is that you can't technically upgrade this. For the last 4 or 5 years, Apple has decided that this 250 is what you're stuck with.
Right.
So if we need a bigger drive, you're ending up having to replace the whole machine,
Right.
which is frustrating for everyone. I wanted to see what year this is. So it's a 2020, and it's only 2 years old. I tell people they deserve to get 5 or 6 years out of it, which is ultimately how long that this thing will take the latest OS. So we need to have a game plan as to how you want to handle this, because eventually this machine, if you continue to add stuff without removing anything, will no longer boot.
Right. So that's part of the reason why I want to start cleaning it out.
Right. So go ahead and show me something that you think you don't need.
I don't know.
Okay, so that's fine. I'm not here to beat you up. Let's just go ahead. Like you said, you're not sure what questions to ask. We can just go through the applications finder. Applications. Are you kind of quick to install things?
Not really.
Right. Okay, Photos is probably it. Technically, Photos is part of the application, so that by itself might be a massive percentage of what is showing up as that bar.
Right. See, like all of this, I don't need any of that.
Oh yeah, Teams.
I don't need any of that.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now, these are the numbers that I pay attention to. These are fairly small numbers. They don't really take up much space. What I worry about is, where did I see Photos? See, here's your Messages. 5. That's just nothing right there.
Yeah.
So what we care about, so your Mail, actually Mail as an app doesn't, do you use Mac Mail? Yeah, obviously, because it's only 27 megs. Let's see. Google Chrome, basically Google Chrome takes about 1 gig. Where did I see the Photos app? Photos.
Right there.
Where is it? Thank you. Okay, 45 megs.
No, 62.
62 megs. Got it. Okay, so the programs themselves are all fairly small. So those photos are probably the largest percentage of your stuff. I also see that you have Dropbox on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use that a lot? Okay, so we need to go through here because that could be a percentage of, or a larger, you have Dropbox and you have, is that Google Drive or OneDrive?
See, that's what I'm saying. Is I
Yeah,
think I
Microsoft-
have a whole bunch of things that
Got
are
it.
duplicating
Yes.
needs, and I don't even know what some of these are.
Okay, so what I see right now, at a glance, we've been here 5 minutes. You have the Apple iCloud, which competes with the Google OneDrive, not Google, Microsoft OneDrive. So you're paying Microsoft $100 or $70 a year, right, for 365? Okay.
So yes.
Okay, it could be
Because I need Word and Excel and all of that, and that's on 365.
Yes, but what that also includes is a terabyte of cloud backup.
Oh.
Which, what I'm thinking is some of your percentage of data is sitting in that, which physically takes up space on your machine. So not only do you have Dropbox, which basically competes with the OneDrive, which also competes with iCloud. Now we've got this minutia of 3 cloud services offering up the same services in the same location.
Right.
So I think at a glance, or even with a little bit of investigative help, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to tell you with good articulation exactly what data is taking up what. So what I would recommend is going through the motions of making sure you are properly backed up, meaning what I don't see here is, do you know if you have a USB hard drive that you
I do.
How often do you use it?
I haven't backed up in probably 2 or 3 months now.
Okay, well that's actually not so bad. I mean, obviously if you lose 3 months to you, it may be or may not be very valuable. But if you plug that $50 drive into this machine, you turn on Time Machine, it'll back up everything verbatim.
Yeah.
Which is what I recommend.
Okay.
That way, regardless of what cloud backup service you use, you could also have that available to you.
Okay.
So if you plug that in, you turn on Time Machine, it does a verbatim backup of the entire system. So if you wanted, you could take replacement hardware, shove it into the side of the new machine, and do a reversal and do data migration assistant and have everything just show up over there.
Right.
But in your situation, I think the better issue is that you're able to just piecemeal it and grab individual folders.
Yeah.
So if you did that, what I'd like to do is just, without spending hours of investigative efforts trying to figure out exactly what's taking up what space, back it up, and then with that drive, drag stuff over you need, and then you can take a more minimalist approach towards future use. I think that's what we should do.
Okay.
And then we can make sure we could commit to one of these cloud services and get rid of the other two.
Okay.
Do you have any Windows computers?
No.
Okay, so OneDrive is great for people that have either Mac or Windows, and either one or the other or both. iCloud is for people that only have Apple. And if we would just commit to one, then I think we should be able to clear up a lot.
Okay.
Now, let's see if you even bothered. I didn't even bother to check. So, yeah, it looks like you accidentally installed OneDrive because I don't see any. Okay, so you have minimal amounts of stuff in here.
Yeah, and none of that I need.
Okay, well, it's minimals. It's not the culprit. It's not why this machine is overwhelmed with data. It's a very small amount of data.
So how do I turn off OneDrive?
Well, we can erase it. We can turn it off and then uninstall it. It looks like Dropbox is not. So it says it's full. Do you know how much, or if you are paying for it?
I don't think I am paying for it.
So do you know? Let's see what we got here. Sync history. So that's the other thing. You could just use another device to dump more stuff into this Dropbox account, and that could have crippled the computer's ability to boot. So what we need to do...
See, I don't need any of this.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Okay. So this might be a percentage that's notable. It might not be, but it might.
It's a lot of graphics in there.
Well, graphic files can be fairly huge. Let me see here. And you say this machine's not that slow, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. So you just got the basic 2 gig. Let's see here. We don't necessarily need to go this route. Other than your photos and what's on your desktop, what do you care most about?
Any of the files I've created.
Okay. What kind of files do you create?
Well, work files.
What programs do you use to create those files?
PowerPoint, Excel, Word.
And do you leave it all on the desktop? I see you have custom folders.
I have custom folders, and I also go deeper, but it's all in the, I have...
Because it looks like, you've got a lot of order on your desktop because most of your stuff is not just naked, it's all consolidated.
Because usually, and what I usually do is, a lot of this, all of a sudden, I'll just go in and either delete it or throw it into a file.
Yeah, good.
Okay,
but you don't, work inside the documents folder? You basically stay on the desktop?
Usually the documents is where I end up putting things.
Okay, good. Let's kind of get a gist of how big that file is. So let's go, actually, where's your hard drive icon? This is easier if we just do, let's see here. That's not what I wanted. I want preferences, hard disk, sidebar. Let's turn on some of these folders so I can see what's going on. Tags, advanced. Okay, where's the shortcut for the hard drive? I want to be able to see. Where is it? Where's that icon? Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we're going to browse through your user profile and get it. Okay, deleted users. Has this machine been shared with anyone? Okay. Okay, good. So we're going to do control, and then we're going to get info. Let's see how big each of these files is. That's not an accurate representation. Pictures, get info. Okay, 58 gigs. Now remember, your whole hard drive is about 250. That's a big percentage in just photos. Actually, oh, it's growing. It went up to 62. So that's a huge percentage. Let's see what OneDrive has. Get info. Well, OneDrive, we did see visually it didn't have anything in there. Let's see how many iTunes files you have. Control. Get info. Nothing. You have basically no music. Let's confirm you don't have any movies.
No, I don't have movies.
Good. Maybe a demo movie or something. Let me see your downloads. Okay, 1.5 gigs is not that much, although it is a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, beast. All right. Okay, nothing in Creative Cloud files, and then applications. Let's see what's in here. Let me see who this is. Hey, this is Chris.
Oh, you have a caller.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, this is Van. I'm just checking in about that computer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's done. I forgot to call you right back. So it is available for pickup whenever you want.
Great, cool. I'll drive over now then.
All right, thanks.
All right.
All right, bye.
See you soon.
All right, let's see here. Applications, creative files. Let's see here. Nothing in Dropbox. Wait, you have two. What is this? Let's see here. That's not what I meant to do. Let's go edit. Select all, and then go control, and then get info. Okay, so your Dropbox file is about 8 gigs. So we're climbing up towards 100 gigs so far. Let's see here. Your system, Macintosh by itself, is like 30 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about half the drive already. So your downloads folder, did we check that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1.5. Pictures is a big percentage. So if we go here, nope. Finder, file. No, that's what I want. About this Mac, oh, I was right. There we go. Overview, storage. Let's wait for that to show up again. Manage. Completed, optimize. Oh, trash. I wonder what might be in there. Are you pretty okay? Are you good with us just deleting it, or do you need to look at that first? I mean, we can look at that real quick. I just don't want to breathe down your neck.
I think you can pretty much delete most of it.
Okay, because so we can delete the trash, and that might be a huge percentage.
Yeah, it probably is, because it's, again, a lot of
Okay, well,
files.
at a glance, it looks like each of those files, despite being hundreds of them, will look fairly small. And of course, I don't want to.
Yeah, you can delete all
Okay,
that.
so let's just see if this does anything substantial. Let's go ahead and see if, where's your trash icon? Go control and then go empty trash. Are you sure? Yes. I want to do about Finder. I want to do Apple about this Mac. Okay, so yeah, so it was a handful of files, but it actually wasn't that much. Let's see, system data, we're not going to get rid of that. Mac OS, we're not going to get rid of that. Those are basically both the system out of the box.
Right.
iCloud Drive, you only got about 5.5 gigs in there. Mail, did you say you don't use the Mac Mail?
I do not use Mac Mail.
So you set it up on accident and you didn't realize it was set up. You first turned on the computer, you sign into your iCloud account, it automatically, good. So you got about 11 gigs just in mail.
We can delete that.
Got it. Okay, documents, you got about 15 gigs. We should have just got, here, why don't we start the calculator? Let's just do that.
Well, what are we getting at?
We're just trying to figure out what stuff you have on here that we need to pay attention to.
Okay, but does it make sense to just clean out as we go to say, okay, get rid of mail, let's get rid of it,
That's
even
what
though
I'm-
it might be small?
What I'm trying to do is decide whether it makes sense to just find that giant folder that's the bulk of your culprit, or if it makes sense to do a backup and just re-image the whole system, and then grab that backup content and just only grab some of the stuff you know you
Understood.
care. Because that
Understood.
actually would save me time, meaning you're not paying me that hourly to sit here and do that investigative efforts and trying to figure out exactly what might be worth leaving.
Understood.
So, you don't have that hard drive here, do you?
No.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking is I could actually walk you through wiping this clean, but only after it's backed up.
Right. Understood.
That way, you're not paying me to sit here and we're playing eye contact for a half hour or more
Right.
while it backs up.
Right.
And that's why also it makes sense for you to do come here, do this sort of thing, go home, do a lot of that hurry up and wait kind of work,
Yeah.
and then re-image it. And another half hour later, you got a fully brand new machine, and just be more diligent about being a minimalist and only grab over
Yeah.
what you know you care about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monterey's the latest OS, and in fact, we're probably not even totally up to date. When you're not an enthusiast, you tend not to do updates. Probably have several gigs worth of updates to do. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't say how. I just know with experience, it's probably a couple gigs.
I'm usually
There you
pretty
go.
diligent about
2
that.
gigs. So that's just a download, and probably once it's expanded and installed, another 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that right now.
No. I can
Not
do that.
only will it be time consuming, but it could bring this computer to its knees unless you were to delete a lot of this stuff first. So you know how to use Time Machine?
I do.
Okay, so you've used it? Or do you just drag stuff over to that drive manually? Because you could do either.
I
but
wouldn't know how to do that.
That's fine. Okay, so to use Time Machine, and you've got an iPhone, we can reconvene by iPhone FaceTime. And I think at that point, you can either bring it back, or I could tell you which gang symbol you have to do on the keyboard to make it reset itself.
Okay.
And that way you can just start over, factory new, and only back up what you know you want. So let's go to the iCloud. We didn't even check, or I didn't check, if your PC settings. Let's go see something. I want to see if your iCloud is backing up the folders we care about. Good. It looks like the iCloud drive is doing what Dropbox and OneDrive could have also been doing. So yeah, theoretically, if this machine were to go missing, you could re-sign in to your iCloud account, and all your stuff would just show up again because you were diligent about checking that box that covers your desktop documents folders. So all these checks are in the cloud, but also on your drive. You can choose, when you refresh the system and make it a factory new machine, you can choose not to check some of these also.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to do that factory
Right.
new machine, but
Okay.
let's just.
Well, let's make sure you're backed up anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can do that too.
All right, so this thing is only 2 years old. So you're not really in the market to replace the machine. You don't have a second machine. You do have an iPhone. Do you have an iPad also?
I do.
Good. All right, let's see here. That's the other thing. How much memory does this phone? It's quite possible your phone has more memory than the computer. In which case, okay, it looks like your cloud storage for both the phone and the computer, you got about 73 gigs to spare in the cloud. So
Yeah. 126.
yeah, it really frustrates me that when people buy these machines, they buy them with smaller drives because they weren't interviewed properly by the person that sold you the drive.
Yeah, well, the person who helped me with this, I think I don't know, I can't answer it, but I do think, like I said, I think there's stuff on here that I can get rid of. Even
Yeah.
pictures, I think that there's duplicates that I
Right.
need to, like, get
Yeah.
rid of duplicates. and
Yeah,
things.
so if you start photos, which seems to be the bulk of our problem, and it looks like even if they're not duplicates, they're very similar. Like maybe you took a second or two apart, so the content will be 95% the same. That might be something to do, and I certainly can't do it as an outsider because each
Yeah.
of these pictures is of value to you,
Right,
not
right.
me. I can't assign value to any of these pictures.
Right, so I can go through that. But in the meantime, I think what I really want to do is let's just, if we can, take a look at the applications
Yeah.
that I may have downloaded not intentionally.
Yeah, I think
And then I also want to look at the IXE thing that I had just done the other day and figure out why my messages on my phone are not matching the messages there.
All right, when's the last time you turned on Messages? Do you know?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
The,
can you ask that again?
iMessages. When's the last time you turned? Let's go look at iMessages here. There we are. Oh, Messages. They don't call it iMessage. Okay, so you're telling me these messages are inaccurate versus what's on the phone?
Yeah, like if I go, because there's a reason I need it. I don't really want to say it out loud right now.
Right.
But like if I go here.
For archival purposes, you need to be able to find certain
That's
content.
right.
Got it.
So, like if I go here on this
Yeah.
one, and what I did was, you can see like here I need these,
Yeah.
and it goes way back and way forward, and I can't find. So then someone said to go and do this, which is.
Oh, right.
Um,
Yeah. Well, let me see something real quick before we do this. Okay, you used iExplorer to try to.
Because what I
figure.
need to do is get these into a PDF.
Got it. Yes, that program that you have
Yeah.
installed can do that. But if you can't find that,
Right, but it's not taking all, it's basically taking the messages from here, and he keeps saying that it should be taking it from your phone if you're connected to your phone. I'm like, but it's
Right.
not there.
right? So that looked like a group message. Do those other two people have iPhones or Androids?
I believe iPhones.
Okay, so theoretically, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they turned on iMessage, but I'm wondering if that's why one of those people has screwed up the content here. So let's say we're looking for that group message, right?
Mm-hmm.
That. Show more. So what date was this text that we're looking for?
So it's fairly recent. Like the old stuff is in there, is coming up, but the new stuff is not.
Okay, it looks like for that person.
Yes.
So it looks like that person's text was Saturday, 7:25. What is today? August 17.
Well, if you
Go ahead.
if you go into this, I'll show you. I'm still trying to figure out how this whole thing works.
You know, some of these apps are not necessarily that
so
functional.
awful.
These programs sometimes they won't even function. Like it's already bugging you to plug the phone in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Apple chooses not to let you piecemeal your backups. It's like, okay, fine, you want to back up or extract your phone? Yeah, I've used that utility. It is a functional utility.
It just, maybe I need to connect my phone.
Yeah.
I think I have a
All right.
connector, sorry.
It's all right. Have you checked the duplicates on the iPad? Is that inaccurate?
The iPad, yes, it's also inaccurate.
Okay, so you're missing text. See, that I'm kind of wondering if they just didn't use iMessage because you group messaged, and if one of those was an Android or a flip phone, I'm wondering. I'm not even sure. I can't say.
But why would it be here? But that shouldn't matter because
Yeah.
it's here, but not here.
But your computer's not capable of taking a text that's not iMessage. I'm wondering. Let me see here.
But this iExplorer should be.
It does. Well, let's see if it sees it. I don't mind being proven wrong.
I don't even know why this is not. Hold on, let me try.
Let me see what this text was. I'm looking for the technical. Are you trying to capture any of the photos or attachments? Or just the verbiage between the
At this point,
conversation?
just anything.
Right. Got it. Can you type that phone number into the search and see if anything shows up?
Into here.
Yeah, there.
Oh, I know it doesn't because I tried that too.
You tried that too?
Yeah, but let me do it again just to prove me wrong.
Right. I wanted to see it not work also. Yeah.
I thought I did give this full access.
Well, yeah, go ahead, let me see. Oh yeah, you got it. Use password, that's the hardwired password, good. Yeah, go ahead.
I thought I had given it access, but apparently.
Well, oftentimes there's more than one component. Yeah, go ahead. Quitting, yep, there you go. Good. Basically, it's relinquishing permission because iTunes is typically the only utility. Okay, go ahead. Now it's plugged in. No, we don't want to go through iTunes backups.
See, and that's where I have no idea what to do at this point.
Is this this looks like a, okay. When's the last time you were successfully able to plug your phone into your computer? Oh, there, good. Oh, yeah, this cable, it looks like this
it's
cable,
a little.
yeah, the cable looks a little finicky. Let me see if I got one that's a little more reliable. All right, yeah, that's why, unfortunately, you kind of
All
have
right,
to go
well,
straight to Apple to buy some of those cables.
I know, right? That's okay. It looks like it's okay.
Oh, is it holding on?
Yeah, just
All right.
don't touch it.
All right, we won't touch it.
So then I go to data, then I go
Yeah.
to messages,
Right.
then I go to load.
So are you telling me we're going to be able to find the content you're looking for?
No, that's what I'm telling you is that this should be pulling this content,
Right.
and it's not. And
Yeah,
I don't know why.
right.
But you'll see that once it's done, it pulls it, and it's like a specific, it's not the whole time, it's just a shorter data window.
Right.
Like it's not a current data window, and I don't know how to change that on this iExplorer. And I'm happy to do a different system, but
Well,
I've got to get this
right.
into a PDF.
Okay. So ultimately, you're
Careful.
doing you're doing archival.
It just went off.
Got it. Yeah. So this cable is worth
Yeah.
moving on from. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell you, it's more reliable when you go straight to Apple.
Yeah.
With these cables. This cable, look, it's an Insignia, which
it's
is
a-
a Best
oh,
Buy
okay.
plan. Yeah, it's a Best Buy brand. Okay, so I'm wondering, when's the last time this phone backed up?
Well, see, I'm afraid to.
I'm not going to unback up anything. I just want to go to the iCloud
Yeah.
and see
See,
where.
that's what I'm wondering is did I not do something there?
Let me see. Backup is on. Last backup was yesterday. Okay. App data not backed up. Data from Meet Original and 26 and other apps are not included in this backup. Whatever. Okay, fine. That's fine. I have no idea. Okay, let me see texts. Messages is on. Let's do a little bit of research here. Let me see about Mac iMessage not syncing. Oh, I half typed that and it showed up already.
Oh, that's funny.
iMessage is not syncing on Mac. Quick fixes here at iMobi. How to fix iMessages not syncing between Mac and iPhone. In some cases, iMessages won't sync between your phone after updating to... Ooh, this might be a glitch. Do you know what version of the system you have on the phone? Can you check that for me? We know your computer is not quite up to date, but it's got Monterey, which means it's not totally out of date. Yeah, so let's go to, scroll down to here, settings. What we want is, where's the about? General, there we are, about 15.6. You, for all intents and purposes, that's the latest.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not part of, oh, but it did say if you've updated past, okay. I wonder what version of the system your phone has. I mean, not the phone, the iPad.
I have no idea.
but it's also out of date.
The iPad it's not quite like it's.
If
I
it
don't
has-
use it for much of anything.
Got it. But still, if it has, it could be missing the same part of the conversation because of this issue.
Maybe.
If it's up to date. So basically, there's an issue where some people, the iMessages are not completely syncing if it's more than 14. We have 15.6 over here. Let's see or read the post to get 6 practical and effective solutions to fix this issue. Okay, let me see if that we can get the rundown bullet points here. Okay. Let's try this. Solution 1, turn off iMessaging and turn it on again. Yes, I know. Just like telling,
I don't know. Unplug and replug.
yeah, I was just going to say that.
Okay, but I'm not going to lose the messages
No,
in here, right?
no.
Okay, so turn it off and turn it back on.
Yes.
Okay.
And in fact, I have the directions right here. And I think I remember doing this once or twice before, but I don't remember if it was someone else or if it was me. Okay, so let's go. You turned it off and then back on? Okay, so let's do that here also. Let's go messages, preferences, iMessage. Oh, sync now.
Yeah, and then it doesn't do anything.
All right, let's go ahead and sign out. Okay, let's sign back in again. iMessage. Oh, go ahead and sign into your cloud account again. Throw this out. That's
Yeah.
just going to drive you nuts. Keep this dongle. I love these dongles.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your iCloud password is what it's asking for.
hold on. I even think to sign in and sign back out.
It's all right. Now, can we go do a
Wait,
check
it says
again?
downloading messages.
Yeah, so it might take a second or a minute or two.
See, it did this yesterday too, but it
Oh,
didn't
so you did
update.
sign out,
Yeah.
or
No. Not. I closed it out, and then when
Got
I
it.
reopened it, I didn't sign out.
how often do you restart your computer?
Not that often.
I would recommend that because that's
Okay.
going to flush out a lot of glitches.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, like, if we did this right now, we'd be stuck not being able to manipulate the computer. But that update needs to happen also.
Yeah.
Even though it's a minor update, it's a 2 gig update. It might take 20 or 30 minutes to complete, but you never know exactly what kind of glitches it might address.
Okay.
This actually might be one of them, where you're going to hope that you're signing in and out of the iMessage app on both the phone and the computer is going to fix it, but we're going to have to wait another minute or two for this to stop downloading. Here, why don't you do us, so we're not spinning wheels, type that phone number again and see if it eventually shows up. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Because it's only pulling from the database it's done downloading from. How long, without details, is the conversation?
It's long.
So, all right. So it wouldn't make sense to just take graphic snapshots?
No.
Got it. Right. It's unfortunate.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, okay. We're going to have to let that sit and see if that's our fixed.
Okay, 'cause this can go while we.
Yeah, we can work
Okay.
around that.
So, let's get out of. So I guess my question now is, did you see any, like, how do I now, if I say, okay, let's shut down the, what is it called?
OneDrive?
OneDrive.
Okay, we
what-
can delete it. But that's all. I can tell you with a fair amount of confidence that's not your culprit. I mean, yeah, I understand you don't want a bunch of clutter on the machine,
Right.
But it's not a huge percentage of the
I
data.
understand.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I understand. I think I mean, I don't know if we found a culprit, right? You're saying that everything's pretty small except for photos.
Photos and what was it? Documents is like 15 gigs. The system is about 30 gigs. What else did we say? If we just want to know that without me, you can go back down to here and go storage and then about manage. Let's see here. Store in iCloud. Music creation. 2.5 gigs, that's not much. So photos, music is nothing. Documents, that's a fair percentage, 15 gigs. iCloud Drive, applications. Oh, that's why you keep going back to the application. Oh, there we go. So it's going to show us our percentage here. So the application here, let's see here. Each individual application is not massive, but they all add up to about 50 gigs. Let's see here.
Like even, what is this, Microsoft Remote Desk?
Yeah, so you put that in there at some point. I mean, just for the sake of cleaning clutter up, you can get rid of it. But
Okay, let me just,
these, go ahead.
since we're here.
Yeah. You can just go ahead and check a few you know you don't want and delete them, even though it's also still just going to be a small fistful.
Right. What?
It's asking you for your hardware password. The same password that your thumbprint activates.
Yeah, that's.
There you go.
Okay, I must have just typed it wrong.
Yeah, close out that window. Good. Now we're back to a list of apps.
Like Google Earth Pro.
Yeah, you can get rid of that. It's only 200 megs, but still, it's a little bit. Yep, there you go. So this is why, if this was my personal machine, I'd wipe it clean, knowing my backups were good, and just only install what I know I care about.
Like creative.
Yep, you installed that at some point.
What is that?
It's Adobe.
Let's see it.
This Adobe, yeah. So at some point you installed it. I mean, if you're confident and you don't share this computer, then you did it on accident. It's quite possible.
And all of, like, does this stuff need, like, the stuff that I don't know what some of this is.
Yeah, that looks like more plugins for Adobe. Yeah, so are you doing anything to manipulate your photos?
No. The
Got
only
it.
thing I do use is, Adobe Acrobat and Adobe Reader, and that's
Okay.
it.
You can get rid of iMovie. You're not using that, right?
Mm-mm.
That's the biggest one on there. That's the top.
Did I miss it? Oh, here.
Yeah. Delete that. Good, so that's 2 gigs. Oh, is this? Hey, Van, this is Chris. Hi, this is Chris. Yes. That's fine, not a big deal. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Whenever. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, it seems to be nice and reliable. I let it run for a good half hour. All right, I'll hear from you Friday. Bye. No problem. Bye. There we are. So he's got stuck at work. He's gonna
Let's
leave
see.
it.
Oh,
Go
there
ahead.
it goes.
There it
Finally.
goes. Yeah.
Microsoft Word, Outlook, Excel.
You know you don't want to keep those. Yeah.
Chrome, PowerPoint.
Put the numbers
See,
in.
like even
Yeah.
Microsoft OneNote.
Yeah.
I don't really need that.
Yeah, that's just a part of the whole office.
Oh, let me just.
Right.
But
See?
Keynote, Pages.
Keynote. Yeah, you can get rid of those too.
Can I do a badge?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's try it. Yeah. Type that. Yep. I call it the hardware password. The password you type to turn the machine on. Good.
Taking some
So
time to get
we've
rid of it.
eliminated about 4 gigs worth of stuff.
It's not.
Keynote, you can get rid of that.
Well, I just did, but
Yeah.
it's.
Try it again. Do one at a time. No, try. Okay, try that.
Let me try it one more time.
Sometimes it just
See,
takes
it's
a minute.
just taking a while. 'Cause
Yeah.
It did the same thing on the movie
Yeah.
one.
Again, this machine would be faster. I know you you don't think it runs very slow, but it's probably become slower without you recognizing it.
Right.
Because it's been gradual.
Right.
So as you eliminate more stuff, it's going to start to wake up a little bit.
Yeah. Microsoft Teams, I don't need that.
Click this mail here. Let me see about that. Mail is using, okay, so technically, why is it not allowing us to administer that? Okay, why don't we open up mail? Let's see about getting rid of that account. Mail. Just type mail, it'll show up. Type it right there. There, yeah, go ahead and start it. Let's see what's in that account. 11 gigs is a fair amount of emails.
See, I just don't
Yeah,
use
well,
this.
let's get rid of the account. Yeah. So let's go to accounts. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you don't need, okay, so at some point you don't remember setting up these emails, huh?
No, these I need. That's Gmail I need.
Okay, do you use Mac Mail though?
No,
You don't use, where do you read the mail?
in Gmail.
You just go to gmail.com?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
No,
I
let's
go
back.
into my,
Okay, I promise if we delete that, we're not deleting any email.
yeah, I go into here.
Got it.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to see. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get rid of that.
I just wanted to make sure I was really clear.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So you have to think of this mail program as a venue to, it's like a web browser, but it's only for email.
I don't want Yahoo.
Good. Let's get rid of this. You're not doing that. Let's go uncheck. Oh, we just can do this. Go delete. Turn off account. Delete that too. Remove all. We don't need this gaming account either. Click on that. Get rid of this. That's actually not taking up any space.
Yeah, I don't like that's fine.
Turn off account. And then
Well, wait, I
go-
thought we're keeping iCloud.
Not the cloud. I don't want to. I want to get rid of that email. iCloud. Yeah, we don't want to. Okay, so it's tied to the. I wanted to get rid of the email. This is inactive. We want to get rid of this. Remove. There. Okay, so now let's go back to settings. Where is it? Where were we? Where is...
Right here.
Oh, thank you. I didn't recognize that icon. Okay, are we still going to be stuck? I think this mail entry is also this iCloud, which is why we can't get rid of that. Let's see here. It didn't change. iOS files. Can I see how you back up? Are you backing to the cloud? Yeah, let's open it up.
Well, this is the. Oh.
Because what it implies is that you did an image backup to the hard drive here. So if we go to iCloud, oh yeah, we are. I just did a backup, so now it's backed up as of like 10 minutes ago. What that means is it's not currently backing up to the computer. So what we could do is get rid of that 27 gigs by deleting the backup for the phone, but not on the cloud. It's always backed up to the cloud.
Well, but we made sure it's backed
Yes.
up because it's not. See, it's still down. This
Right.
is what happened yesterday. So
Got
it's
it.
not actually downloading from the cloud on this machine right now.
Well, I think part of the problem. Let's see, no, this here. What I'm saying is that this is like a hardware snapshot of the phone, and it's taking up 27 gigs of the computer because of it.
But why can't I get to this?
This is not it's an image. It's not, you can't, that's why one of the frustration issues with Apple is that it doesn't allow you to peer into a backup of your phone like you're trying to piecemeal and see what's actually in there. It's just by design, they don't allow you to pluck out exact content of that image. This is an encapsulated image of the phone, but it's not viewable to the end user.
Got it.
The only way to access that is to extract that back to the phone.
Got it. But
So-
there's no need to do that.
Right.
Because it's all on your phone, right?
Right. It's in the cloud. The cloud seems to be
Making sure that's in the cloud.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's backed up as of 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
And then I've actually never seen the cloud fail, but it could theoretically, which is why you would do this.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's a big percentage of the drive.
Get rid of it if you don't think I
Yeah.
need it.
So delete. Yes. Let's see. Now it could take a minute just because it could take, the bigger the file, the longer it could take to represent itself. It just annoys me that Apple employees. Here, you can go ahead and answer it. You're not going to screw anything up. Okay. All right. So we're just going to have to wait for this. It's not necessarily that it's not downloading. It's just that it's legit. 30 gigs worth of text is a huge file. I don't think my text file is that big.
Yeah.
So it could be totally legit that it sits here for 10 or 20 minutes. Yeah, see, it tells you right now it's just a backup of the phone. And it's not something you can peer into. Like you can't just lift the lid and look at your food
understood.
cooking. Got it. That's the best analogy I think I can come up with. See, yeah, just your text is 19 gigs. You send a lot of movies back and forth in your text messages.
Not
Well,
really.
that's what these are.
I know, but I don't know what
I
to
mean,
say.
a little tiny.
I think they're those little, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you can't click on these, is what you're
Not
saying.
in this view. If you go to Finder, you might be able to. You clicked on that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything.
Let's see. This computer's busy. It's doing that. That's going to slow it down. Applications, we got rid of about 5 or 6 gigs.
Well, let's just see if there's. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I just want to.
So the whole system brand new. Without any of your stuff, as those numbers there.
Team viewer, I don't like this. What is Acrobat Distiller?
That's another Adobe function. You can delete that.
But I don't need that in
No,
order
you
for
don't.
Adobe to.
Adobe to do Adobe what?
To just like work on Adobe.
What kind of working on Adobe are you
Acrobat.
doing?
Like, you know.
Well, that's a component of that, so you
okay,
probably
so
have
I
to
need
keep
to
that.
keep that.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know that it's a one-time purchase anymore. It's a subscription.
Yes, it is.
So if you accidentally deleted it, you can always just re-sign in and their
True.
downloader will just bring it down again.
Okay.
So if you really want to be a minimalist, you're not really going to break the system by deleting that, is what my point is.
Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah. I'm just dissatisfied with the fact that these numbers over here where it says size, it also tells you what your last date of access was. But ultimately, yeah, we've got rid of at least 5 or 6 gigs worth of stuff, which doesn't sound like a huge amount.
So I'm just gonna write these down because this is taking forever.
Hello.
Who's this guy?
We're working.
As a friend?
Yeah, for now.
Tater tot. Look at this. I know.
Ben.
I know. Oh, this dog gets ice water, Tate. You just get regular water.
Oh, so you can click into this.
Yeah. Okay. It's a quick video, 38 megs. So go
I
ahead.
don't know what that is.
You don't remember taking that picture?
No.
Okay, here's a good option for downstairs. So
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. So there you go. Those add up, obviously.
So I could go into each one of those
Yes,
individually.
yes.
But where did you find that? Here. Yeah.
Message. Okay, yeah, there you go. Show on Finder. There you go. So that might be a huge key to fixing this. It might be laborious and annoying, but it's probably a huge percentage of your data. Your text file is bigger than any ones I've seen. Here, are you taking a snapshot of the
I
screen?
am.
Good.
I never knew you had any friends, Tater tot. So what do you think?
How was work?
Exhausting. Tomorrow's gonna be worse.
Lovely.
No, it's like really slow right now.
It's busy. It's still syncing.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how often that sort of thing can slow you down. And then, I didn't even see how big the desktop file is. Your desktop file. Let me see how big that is. Desktop. Where's the desktop file? Oh, that's why it wasn't even showing up. Well, let's do this. Let's move this. I want it, since it looks like you have a fair amount of stuff just on the desktop. Close this window. Minimize that one.
The desktop, though, that's just going through files. I've just got
Yeah.
it. Oh, but look at how much.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like we only got rid of like 5 or 6 gigs.
Right.
It seems like you're going to end up having to do some of your own piecemealing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought maybe there was things on there that I have that it doesn't look like there's as much applications as I was concerned about, and my
Right.
biggest thing is this,
It's
and
fu-
it doesn't
yeah.
seem to be working. So
Right, well, let it sit and sync. I know it's annoying, but an 8 gig file, 18 gig text file could be, we'll see if that still isn't working after, you're going to let me know a day or so later. Okay, what did I want to see? Oh, desktop size. I want to see, where's the desktop file? Why is it not showing us how big the desktop is? Oh, let's just do this. Let's go edit, select all, and then no, not that. Let's go edit, select all. Let's just drag a box across it all. Let's see. So those folders are all I care about. I want to do get info in each little windows. So, oh, okay. So you got 16 gigs worth of stuff just on your desktop. So that's a big percentage.
yeah, I mean,
also.
files I need to go through and just
Yeah.
clean it out. That's
Right,
that
and
wasn't my concern because I know I can clean files
Got it.
out. I
Yeah.
just
Unfortunately, it's added up over the months of you using this over the last
Yeah.
2 years. And it's really unfortunate that you can't upgrade a $1,000 or $1,500 computer. They've forced it so that you're ending up having to buy a bigger computer, basically.
right. Okay, wait. Did you close messages out?
I think I minimized it specifically
there
because
we
this
go.
is still downloading. And until that finishes, we're not going to have an accurate number. We could always try that again when you go home,
Yeah.
so you're not trapped here with limited
Yeah.
results. But I think we took care of at least some direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to know with confidence if this downloading is going to fix or not fix the issue.
Yeah. I mean, it did the same thing yesterday, and it didn't
Got
do
it.
anything. So I don't think that's going to do it.
All right.
All right.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, let me see here. Your phone's fully functional, right?
Yeah.
So let's do this. When you take this home, Hey Marlene, I'm just finishing up right now. Uh-oh. All right, cool. I'm down in Redondo, by the way. I'm not walking distance from you anymore. Don't know if I talked to you. Yeah, I'm in Redondo. It's all right. That's fine. All right. I'll be leaving in about 10 or 20 minutes. All right, bye. So, she used to be next to me up in Manhattan. So where are we? Take this home, do the Apple update. You remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Then do this again, the toggle on and off your iCloud settings, and see if this finally becomes accurate. I don't do a whole lot of texting on my Mac, but I know it's possible. I guess, well, that's not really going to tell us much, even if it works for me or if it doesn't.
Well, it's not. This isn't.
Right.
Like, this isn't even an issue. I don't even care about this. What I
Yeah.
cared about
You need
is
to
why
be
I
able to-
can't get them off of here.
Right.
Because that Explorer is supposed to be taking it from the phone.
Right.
Not from here.
iExplorer isn't
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. I used to use a utility. I have used iExplorer, but let me go to Dropbox. Oh, I do have it installed. Let me see what that utility was that I used that you might have better luck with. Although I've deleted some things over the
Well, and the
years.
guy even told me, like, he came back with this long description of what to do
For what?
to get iExplorer to work, and it just was like, you've got to be kidding me.
No, you shouldn't have to work that hard at it.
Yeah.
Software, let's see here. Mac. Memory testers. Microsoft Windows setup, Microsoft Media. Oh, let's see here. Spin rates. let's see. That's going to work. What are you looking for in the email?
I'm looking for his email. I can't remember what.
Someone that
it
told
was
you to do
from.
something?
Yeah, it was from the.
I think you need a more reliable cable to start. Do you have a more reliable one in the
Yeah.
car?
No, I have one at home now.
Got it. Yeah, iTunes used to be the utility to back up and extract your images to the phone, to and from the phone,
Yeah.
but it's never allowed you to peer inside of the details without extracting it to the hardware. Oh, what utility? Does it say what utility I did? I actually have a history of the utility I used. Christopher's iPhone. Dude, the extractor is not telling me what software I used. I'm looking at the last time I did the same thing, trying to grab a recorded conversation. And it would have been nice if they time-stamped or watermarked the image so I know what software created it.
See, this is what he told me, like.
Microplan, yeah. Oh, he's tech support, right?
Yeah, and it's like they think they're talking to.
They think you're like a nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, they just think you're someone who, like
Like
if
me?
it was. Yes.
Yeah, they think they're talking to someone themselves, right? That's ridiculous. Okay, I had to extract my texts in the past. Let's see if I can figure out what utility I used. It might have been that utility, but without using a reliable. I can go get my cable from my car.
I'd hate to have you do that. I mean, I'll try it with a different cable, but I just don't think that's gonna do it. But
All right.
we'll see. I'll try
Okay.
it.
Because I think I remember using that utility, which is probably the one that did this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. What's it called? iExplore?
iExplore.
Yeah, let's see.
But I will try it.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was the utility.
Was it?
Yeah. So you have an unreliable cable.
We'll see.
Possibly. All right. I think
All right.
you've at least got some direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
And don't be shy about plugging your external drive in.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make sure
I'll
you're
back
backed up.
everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And
All right,
unfortunately,
Chris.
you don't have a second computer to
I
try
don't.
to experiment with.
I don't. I mean, oh, did you take his bone?
Did he take
You little crumb cake. Is that what you've been guarding?
You're a good
Is
dog.
your bone?
Well, Tater doesn't really eat it. It's been laying around for months.
I tell you that this dog never, ever uses. Oh, see, I do have a. Oh no, that's my